frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka.
As Meve neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting.
I do not seem to recall summoning...
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell...
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him.
Well, you were saved the experience of his breath. So pungent I thought I might faint.
Well, to revive you, pinch you awake, I'm sure would be quite a...
Gascon! I beg your pardon. Ugh.
Not tonight. For I fear you might not sleep. There's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with the sites we cleared of beasts. I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar.
None. The monumental dwarven architect...
Bones, my dear Meve. Dwarven bones.
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters. Incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they...
Meaning what?
That did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm...
Blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something. I shall have him summoned at once. And
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished...
Oi. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hang...
Right. So... Tit's supposed to...
What? Why? What did they wish to...
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a-boiling our heinies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want, when they want. And the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurat Elders saw the...
Gods. So he...
Me? I didn't raise a finger. Tried to stop them, in fact.
No witnesses survived. Meaning you must have murdered...
Queen.
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting...
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter. Stone-breaking frosts, white-out storms, avalanches. Made travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced right outside the walls. Fuchses fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of Davar's abyss. Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity wouldn't knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates. They didn't stand a chance.
Bastards. How in the world did...
Once it were over, our dwarves opened the gates. Before they'd lit their pipes, starving beasts came crawling out of the pass. The stank of dead flesh were strong. Zigrans who came back from that never were the same. If you'd only gandered their gaze when they had us all take a vow of silence.
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Fuchses had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral.
Aye. But the elders worried Bruver would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant. You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything.
What was it to do exactly? The elders had decided. No dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You dinna ken Bruva. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children. Next Maeve. Queen. I'm begging you. You canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and debt.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape.
Bruva stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Meve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant...
Elder-in-Chief.
No Sharon and Grayson here, lass. Plowed humans. Always out to fix things, always end up cock. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Meve? What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself?
For you.
For I didn't want to. For something didn't fit, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I...
Postponed it all those years expressly. Though your subjects would...
I didn't need no lectures from the likes of you. Justice must be served. That's worth any price. And now, it's all gone to hell. You flooded Devor's abyss. You brought Burrow's rump down on itself. And I'll never ken who killed the Fuchses. And...
I would not be so sure.
Sure a bloody what?
That you shall never learn the truth. For I learnt it just moments ago. 'Twas the...
This... Sacrans. But... Oh, Lord. Aye, all right. Got to admit you've more in that pretty head of yours than I expected. But dinna you start thinking we'll be toasting a new friend. You want our aid? You'll have to answer our questions. My questions. Lots of them. And they're all hard, so dinna you go smiling.
Why, I wouldn't dare.
Better not. Right.
Bruva set off at a brisk pace, paying Meve nor anyone else heed. The Elder's bodyguards rushed after him, then came the Lyrian force, and at its end trudged Gabor Zigrin, hands and feet.
Wanted to hunt monsters, eh?
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains. Metallurgy, engineering, architecture. Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Meve learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended over a deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Amazing.
Whispered the Queen. The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when Meve heard a cry. It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Meve drew in her reins abruptly. Her mare neighed and reared, lifting the Queen above her formation of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling. The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
What's the meaning of this, gods damn it?
Bruva roared.
Fetch the engineer!
The Queen was striving to calm her spooked mount when she sensed something swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear of the column. Before anyone could react, elven archers had felled the rear guard. The soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs. Meve was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no choice.
Renna, you are mine.
We're trapped, Your Grace, but we can try and fight our way through.
Ours is not to reason why. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Special prize, just for you, love.
Left, right, left, right.
Nay, Dwan vi camest.
I smell a leak.
Again and again and again.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Water is a poison.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Death to humans!
A drab of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Tell me you jest.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Fryhead! Now we will see who is weak.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
Necessity! Invention's mum.
No! Let her, Enna! She must die!
Their strength combined, the Lyrians and dwarves managed to defeat the Scoia'tael. The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge, turning the crossing into a deadly trap. Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm. The Lyrians managed to capture the unit commander. She stood, her head raised high, and when Meve glared at her...
What is your name, elf?
Abayeth Metapar.
She said,
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she's... Kiss my arse. Is that truly the best you can...
I'd rather show you exactly what I can muster.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield. Will you not tell me what they call you? Fine. It's all the same to me. I'm more interested to know...
No one. It was my decision to kill you. And thus avenge... You've elven blood on your hands. The blood of the elves of the Moulderwood.
I regret the events of the Moulderwood. I did not...
What choice would you give a murderer who invade...
You know I envy you. To see the world solely as black or white, it must simplify. Enough. I've heard all...
But I haven't. Did you fall on your heed, elf, eh? If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to idiots and nay here, damn it. Mahakam is...
You cannot be neutral. To Dwan, you are either their foe, Mahakam has stood aside sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart. As a call to battle. A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from...
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play at war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead. Good riddance, I say. Gun kill, gun die if you fancy. But God's yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you... Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3...
Bruva Hoog gazed after the shackled elf as she was led away. Neve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her. But the dwarf stood silent, and his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the...
Look, Mount Carbon.
Damn! And I thought Novigrad was big.
So the elves are against us. Against our elder. Treacherous hounds.